Hi guys, Brain here, and welcome to a little bit of a different video today. Today I wanted to highlight the killer hacker bot situation again, because since we've last covered it, a lot has changed. First off, Behavior did try to do something about the hacker bot situation, they just didn't sit there and let it happen. However, the way the hacker bots existed before was based on Behavior's side of things, but now the hacker bots have made their own. So even though Behavior did what they could on their end to shut down the hacker bot situation, the hackers made their own hacker bots. So now that is running rampant roughshod. You don't even need to be behind the computer to run with these killer bots. You can just run them on your computer while you're doing other stuff. And these killer bots are even more powerful than the last ones. They have stuff like all kill buttons and all wonderful things like that. So things have gotten worse with that situation, and that is escalating in the background, which is very lovely. However, I want to make this video today because when I made that video where I talked about the killer hacker bot situation, a lot of people had claimed that they had went up against these killer hacker bots themselves. Unfortunately, a lot of these claims were outright untrue. A lot of people were saying things that seemed like soft hacking to them. They said, oh yeah, I totally went against one of those killer hacker bots. This chick was totally 120 or something like that. They made a lot of claims of like, hey, yo, I did this thing, I faced this thing, and this was totally a killer hacker bot. But that was simply not the case. I wanted to make this video as a way to inform you about what it's actually like to go against one of these hacker bots, because I unfortunately had the unfortunate privilege of going against one of them on one of my streams recently. So I want to show you what it's like to actually face a killer hacker bot and what these hacker bots actually look like. That way, if your friends claim that you went against one or are lying about it, you can say, no, it doesn't have these sort of traits. It doesn't have sort of these situations that happen. So please don't claim that you did that. I think one of the big things that I want to highlight about this is as we begin the match, nothing seems immediately wrong. Like, until you actually go up against one of the hacker bots and actually like interact with him head on. This is a spirit player. This person's playing spirit, or the bot is playing spirit. But until we directly see them, it doesn't seem like they're hacking. A lot of killers can do the exposed hit situation. They can skip the health states. But this bot doesn't. This bot is going through each health state and just hitting people the right way. They're super speed. They have every add-on equipped, so they're going peepo speed in their phase, and they're being super efficient about tracking. So it just seems like they're being a super efficient killer. Like, see, she immediately went right to a person that she may not have seen right away. My friend who is also playing Nancy, she teleports from the hook all the way to her despite not knowing where she was, because she has no idea. She doesn't like in this situation, there's no way to know that she was there. She was too close for barbecue, but she instantly snaps onto this person using the super phase and downs her pretty quickly. See, this is another thing that, like, even I didn't know that the new killer bots were able to do. The new killer bots can just kind of, like, circumvent the levels of the game, because that was one of the old things that sucked about the old killer bot was that, like, one of the ways they actually sucked and was actually terrible is sometimes they just get stuck on things. Like, they just would like get stuck on a corner or get stuck on a wall just tracking towards somebody, and they would get stuck there. So I'm assuming this whole go through the walls thing is like their way around it. So you'll see that my friend experienced it, but you'll see me one-on-one actually get this experience here in a second. It's pretty hilarious, unfortunately. That's another thing. The killer bots will have all perks, not all of them, because they like we showed earlier, she didn't have Undying. Because and I feel like the reason they do this, and I can't confirm it, one of the reasons that they do that, one of the reasons that they do like, you know, not equip every single perk is to kind of like throw you off at first, because if you find out it's a killer bot too quickly, you probably just vanish. You probably just like DC or something like that. So I guess if you don't apply every single perk, it's not immediately obvious that that's what's happening. So I feel like that's why. That's just conjecture though, but killer bots often equip almost every perk. So this one does too, but it's not, they don't equip a lot of the obvious ones right away. As you can see, she hit me with perfect tracking. I was inside of the shack running towards the window, which would have been a weird fake for a spirit trying to track me, because they would assume I'd probably either camp shack power or not vault the way they're phasing into me. But she just locks immediately onto me, zones immediately onto where my position is almost directly. And if you notice up here, it's kind of hard to see because of my chat in the way, but every single perk that could be possible to be hit, like the trigger off of hitting me, goes off. Like there's a whole line you can't see because of my chat, and then it's hidden below the webcam. But third seal just went off. Both effects with the third seal, but I am cursed all the way down behind my screen. So like 4 different perks just went off just because she downed me. So this spirit is running more perks than it's possible to run on a single character. That's probably the biggest tell, the most obvious tell, is that they run more perks than are available to be run on a single killer. And if you're being as audacious as this one, it could do this and teleport, and quite literally teleport. And quite literally teleport. And quite literally teleport. So, like I said earlier, the old bots used to get stuck on walls and that sort of thing. So I guess this is their way around it. It's just like they can just like go through like walls and teleport now. But yeah, this one's very, very audacious. Very, very, very audacious. Yeah. The biggest thing that I want to point out, is like the huge tell, and not every single one of them do this, but most of them do, is it will leave you one of these messages down in the bottom right hand corner. And I know that's hard to see because of the quality, but I'll try to blow that up for you and put it somewhere around here. But essentially what they're doing is leaving a very, very long automated message in the after chat that essentially is a link in an advertisement to the cheat site where they do sell these cheats. Yes, they do make money off of this. This is not just for funsies to be a jerk. They do make money off of this. So this isn't just like a haha funny thing. They're literally like profiting off of your misery, which is A+. But often they'll come with an advertisement for their cheat site as well. But sometimes they will also come with a advertisement to a Twitch stream. This one put their Twitter handle in the name. They also will advertise their social medias where they're actually, advertising, or even, in the case of like Twitch, literally live streaming them doing the hacking, doing the cheating. So you'll often see a long automated message come down at the bottom right there, right after one of these matches as well. Okay, so that is what it was like to face an actual killer bot. Those are the traits and things that you need to look for when you're actually interacting with one of these things. If you're in a situation where they claimed they went against one of these killer bots, where they went against one of these where they ended up in one of these situations, make sure that they have actually faced these kinds of things, because a lot of people, I don't know what it is about, I guess, just wanting to fit in. They're just like, oh, well, I went against a killer bot, and it's just like somebody they think is soft hacking. This is what an actual killer hacker bot actually looks like. These are the traits that they have, which if you for some reason you made it to this part of the video and you don't have it, they'll have more perks than are available. Sometimes they will skip the health states of certain survivors. They'll be able to ignore walls. They'll be able to sometimes teleport, without being nurse. And last off, they'll probably advertise either the cheats or themselves, or sometimes both, in the after chat using a very, very long message. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you. Hopefully this helps you see what an actual killer hacker bot is like, and that way you can, ID it. The best thing, my best advice, if you're in a situation like this, is just let it kill you. Just let it, if it comes after you and it does all this stuff, just kill you and report it afterwards. Just die on hook and report it afterwards. Because you don't want to incur a DC penalty to yourself or, everybody else. Just die on hook. But that's it for me, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully this video helped you in terms of visualizing and seeing exactly what these look like. Other than that, that's it for me. I do upload daily, so I will see you tomorrow, friends. But if I don't, I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.